Hello, everyone. My name's AJ. I'm a bit sick, so please excuse me for sounding a bit weird, but I want to play a sound that you might have heard before. So, the sound you just heard was the sound of a barred owl. Now, the barred owl is one of the most common owls in North America, especially here in the East Coast. Now, if you just walk outside at night, you might hear it, and if you walk through the woods during the day, you might see one flying by. I know I've had a few. Now, imagine a day where you go outside, or maybe a few days in a row where you go outside and you don't hear it because it's replaced by the sound of cars and housing. Now, hopefully, we won't get to that point. Well, it's all kind of happening, unfortunately, but the barred owl is a species native to our state. It's a it's a very good symbol of a healthy forest. Now, it's not just a wildlife noise, it's a part of our environment and it can be nostalgic. It means the woods are alive. Now, they control rodent populations and they maintain the forest's food chains. And a lot of places they like to live are mature woodlands and wetlands. And when they're present, it means that the habitat is pretty strong. But unfortunately, they're at the center of a difficult environmental conflict. Now, because of the subdivision building here in North Carolina and all across the eastern coast, they have to kind of migrate to the northwest, the western area of the U.S. Oh, it might be the site for you guys. Like, I forget about it. And they have to compete with a little species called the spotted owl. So here's a reference of both owls. So they look pretty much the same, except the northern spotted owl is much smaller. And because barred owls are larger and more adaptable, they often outcompete northern spotted owls for food and nesting spaces. Now, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service approved of a controversial removal program in response to this, and it's basically a lethal control of barred owls. Now, is this the barred owl's fault? Absolutely not. It's our fault for taking their home and forcing them to move somewhere where they just outperform everything else. It's not a balanced ecosystem. Now, in North Carolina, they are being killed as well, and it's not really purposely, it's more accidental, but it's still these two leading deaths are still horrible. Now, vehicle strikes are probably the most common right now because owls, when they're hunting, they have to fly lower in order to catch their prey, but sometimes their prey runs in the road and they get hit. Sometimes the death isn't instant, sometimes they'll still be alive, and sometimes people don't do anything about it, which is really frustrating. And another leading death is secondary poisoning. And what I mean by this is whenever you put rat poisoning in your house and a mouse eats it, they can go outside and get uh, eaten by the owl. But the rat has the mouse has poison in their body. And when the owl eats it, they get the poison in their body and they die. And they don't know how the owls don't know how to differentiate if a mouse is poisoned or not. And this kills hundreds, maybe thousands of owls throughout the US each year, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is. Now, here's the thing. There are organizations here in North Carolina that are trying to make a difference with owls. So, there is a organization called the North Carolina Audubon Society where they rehabilitate owls, protect them, and also uh, m- want to make an environment that thrives. where the owl can thrive in an environment with plenty of resources where they don't have to compete that much. And what we can do as people that don't have an organization is we can, one, take the owl, if we hit it with a car, take the owl to a rehabilitation center. That way you can get the best help it can get and possibly survive and then be brought back into the wild and also remove the poison from our homes. We can use traditional mousetraps, which may be a little more heartbreaking, but it saves more owls. And it also gets rid of the rodents. So that's a win-win. But all that considered, I'd I'd urge you guys to actually take part of this to save an endangered species. So thank y'all for listening and good luck with the rest